Sister Spouses Meri Brown hard send-offs, new man? Is Sister Spouses star Meri earthy-colored dating another person? On season 19, watchers watched her waffle over her choice to leave Flagstaff and plural marriage behind forever. Her companions Blair and Jen urge her to look forward, not back. But, a few fans believe she's at risk for getting back to Kody. Another sentiment would positively stamp the beginning of another section in Meri's life. In another Instagram post, the tender loving care star appeared to demonstrate there was a renewed person in her life. Be that as it may, was the post serious, or simply a joke? Meri Brown as of late affirmed she's dating. In a new group interview, Meri uncovered she was dating near. Yet, after hard sending off a fleeting relationship prior in the year, she's being a piece pickier with her new admirers. The present moment, I'm dating, not only. In any case, you date non-solely, and afterward you're like, okay, I can zero in on this individual. We should be elite, the truth star shared. And afterward, check whether it works into something. That one simply didn't. Thus, that's what we severed, and presently I'm dating non-exclusively. But another online entertainment post has fans humming. It's a Christmas marvel. #MysteryMan, #LifeIsGood at Papa Brandon 1005, Sister Spouses star Meri Brown shared on Instagram. While certain fans accepted this as a hard send-off of another relationship, others accepted Meri was simply kidding around. Meri's devotees who accepted the post was truly genuinely needed to see her in a sound, cheerful relationship. They composed. It is astonishing that Kody's exes are also cheerful since they left him. I'm glad for the women. Who is the secret man? We can't rush to make any judgment calls off course yet, kid. I want to believe that he causes you to feel adored and cheerful and all the great stuff. Glory be. In any case, one insider appeared to crush fans' deepest desires. I love this multitude of remarks. I never remark on these, however, that person is my sibling. They aren't dating. An Instagram client named Highly Tracker composed. Reddit clients respond to the attention star's new post. Normally, Meri Brown's Instagram present made it over on the Sister Spouses part of Reddit. The overpowered acclaimed Meri's turn, however different clients accepted it wasn't a thing significant. Redditors composed. Meri is savaging, I think. That must be a joke. He seems to be her more youthful sibling, or something like that. Okay, definitely she's savaging. She was connected to him quite a while prior, in the sensationalist newspapers. I'll accept it when she quits discussing Kody. In the event that you reliably discuss an ex, you're not over them. The Sister Spouses establishment has long enamored crowds with its crude depiction of polygamous relational peculiarities, exhibiting the ups and downs of exploring complex connections. Among the spouses, Meri Brown has frequently stood apart for her wild process, from being Kody Earthy Colored's most memorable wife to exploring a stressed marriage and in the end being left on the outskirts of the relational peculiarities. While Meri's difficulties have frequently procured her compassion, ongoing episodes and virtual entertainment critique propose that fans are becoming progressively baffled with what they see as her absence of responsibility for her part in the family's issues. Meri's set of experiences in the relational peculiarity. As Kody's most memorable spouse, Meri at first held a crucial job in laying out the family's establishment. Be that as it may, the presentation of extra spouses, Janelle, Christine, and later Robin, bit by bit moved the elements, prompting strains and rivalry. Throughout the long term, Meri's major areas of strength for once with Kody cracked, finishing in a non-romantic relationship that left her sincerely disconnected. Fans have watched Meri wrestle with huge difficulties, including her notorious duping outrage, which profoundly affected her relationship with Kody and the remainder of the family. While Meri has spoken straightforwardly about her battles and sensations of dismissal, watchers have likewise noticed her propensity to divert liability and put fault somewhere else, whether on Kody, her sister spouses, or outer conditions. Developing disappointment. Late episodes of Sister Spouses have reignited discussions about Meri's job in the family's brokenness. In one episode, Meri seemed to avoid inquiries regarding her stressed associations with different spouses, and on second thought underscored her exploitation, referring to long periods of feeling prohibited and overlooked. Via web-based entertainment stages like Twitter and Reddit, fans rushed to call attention to what they saw as Meri's inability to recognize her own commitments to the pressure inside the family. One fan composed, "Meri is continuously discussing the way that different spouses did exclude her, yet has she at any point halted to ponder how her own decisions could have driven them away? Responsibility is vital." Another analyst added, "I get that Meri has experienced a ton, yet entirely she's not blameless in this. Her aloof, forceful way of behaving and refusal to genuinely make peace with different spouses have just exacerbated the situation." This opinion was reverberated by numerous who felt that Meri frequently outlined herself as a casualty without completely addressing her own inadequacies or endeavors to fix her connections. Meri's battles with different spouses. One of the repetitive topics in sister spouses has been the stressed connections among the wives, especially among Meri and Christine. While Janelle and Christine have frequently seemed to share a nearer bond, Meri has regularly been outwardly searching in. In prior seasons, Christine conceded that Meri's in many cases unforgiving and basic disposition made it challenging to frame a real association. Robin, the freshest spouse, at first appeared to have a nearer relationship with Meri, with the two holding over shared values and encounters. Notwithstanding, even that relationship has cooled as of late, driving fans to contemplate whether Meri's failure to keep up with enduring kinships inside the family is somewhat because of her own decisions. One watcher on Reddit estimated, "Meri has this wall up, and keeping in mind that that is justifiable given what she's had to deal with, it additionally implies she doesn't give individuals access to fix things. She really wants to assume a sense of ownership with that." The duping outrage, a defining moment. Meri's notorious duping outrage stays a crucial crossroads in the family's ancestry. In the wake of being genuinely entrapped in a web-based relationship with somebody who ended up being a trickster, Meri wound up at the focal point of contention. While she has communicated regret for her activities and depicted feeling genuinely disregarded by Kody, fans accept the embarrassment featured further issues in her character and connections. Numerous watchers contend that as opposed to involving the embarrassment as a chance for self-reflection and development, Meri has frequently highlighted it as proof of her exploitation without tending to the decisions that drove her there. Meri's new assertions. In late meetings and episodes, Meri has spoken about her excursion toward autonomy, including her choice to invest more energy zeroing in on her overnight boarding house business and self-awareness. While these moves have been praised by certain fans, others feel that Meri keeps on evading responsibility for her part in the family's broken connections. One second that especially maddened fans happened when Meri minimized her part in the continuous disunity among her and different spouses. As opposed to tending to explicit occurrences or recognizing past way of behaving, Meri zeroed in on how she felt violated by Kody and the family structure. A disappointed watcher tweeted, "Meri continues saying she's chipping away at herself, yet a piece of that work ought to incorporate saying sorry and offering to set things straight. Development isn't just about pushing ahead, it's tied in with fixing what's wrecked." What fans need to see from Meri. Fans who have followed Meri's excursion for north of 10 years want to see her take greater responsibility and effectively pursue repairing her connections. They contend that while Meri has without a doubt confronted critical difficulties, she frequently ignores her own job in making or sustaining struggle. Ideas from fans include: recognizing past way of behaving, Meri could transparently talk about unambiguous occurrences where her activities or words might have added to pressure inside the family. Expressing a desire for peace, fans accept Meri ought to put forth a greater amount of an attempt to modify her associations with different spouses, especially Christine and Janelle. Treatment and guiding, watchers have frequently proposed that the family could profit from proficient intercession, with Meri utilizing the potential chance to acquire new points of view on her way of behaving. And while Meri earthy-colored stays a polarizing figure on sister spouses, her process is nowhere near finished. As she keeps on exploring life beyond her conventional job in the family, fans are anxious to check whether she can embrace genuine responsibility and move toward mending the cracks in her connections. For the present, in any case, many stay disinterested with what they see as her hesitance to confront hard bits of insight. Whether Meri can change this discernment and win back the help of fans and relatives the same is not yet clear, yet one thing is sure, the way ahead will require something other than words. It will request activity. One of the most polarizing characters on tender loving care sister spouses, has confronted incalculable highs and lows all through the series. As Kody Earthy Colored's most memorable spouse, Meri was once the foundation of the plural relational intricacy. In any case, throughout the long term, her connections inside the family have disintegrated, leaving her frequently segregated and sincerely detached. In the midst of the bedlam, Meri has inclined vigorously on her affectionate friend network outside the Earthy Colored family, who have turned into her wellspring of solidarity and responsibility. As of late, these companions have been causing disturbances among sister spouses fans for their eagerness to be forthright and genuine with Meri about her decisions, activities, and the real factors of her circumstance. Fans are extolling this gathering for their straightforwardness, perceiving how vital their strong but fair affection approach has been for Meri's excursion of self-revelation. Meri's battles inside the Earthy Colored family. Meri's difficulties have been legitimate all through the show's many seasons. From her battles with barrenness, to her notorious duping embarrassment and inevitable alienation from Kody, Meri's process has been full of sorrow and dissatisfaction. As Kody's love moved toward his fourth spouse, Robin, Meri ended up progressively minimized inside the family. In spite of these battles, Meri has frequently depicted herself as a survivor of situation, zeroing in on how she has been violated as opposed to taking responsibility for job in the family's cracked dynamic. This conduct has disappointed fans and, surprisingly, a portion of her nearest friends, who have encouraged her to seriously investigate her own decisions. The job of Meri's companions. Meri's companions, a considerable lot of whom she has met through her LuLaRoe business and special goals, have turned into a crucial emotionally supportive network for her. Dissimilar to her sister spouses or Kody, who frequently approach clashes with psychological weight, these companions offer Meri an external viewpoint that is both fair and helpful. As indicated by late episodes and online entertainment refreshes, Meri's companions have not wondered whether or not to challenge her when they feel she is rationalizing or staying away from troublesome insights. Their genuineness has hit home for fans, who see it as an invigorating change from the frequently glossed over guidance Meri gets inside the Earthy Colored family. Strong but fair affection in real life. One champion second came when Meri trusted in her companions about her, proceeded with reliability to Kody, regardless of his rehashed excusals of their relationship. While Meri discussed needing to stay focused on the family, her companions pushed back, addressing whether this dedication was genuinely serving her or simply keeping her trapped in a poisonous cycle. One companion apparently told her, "You merit more than breadcrumbs, Meri. Remaining faithful to somebody who doesn't esteem you isn't respectable, it's self-destructive behavior." Fans rushed to laud this open guidance, with many taking to web-based entertainment to communicate their esteem for Meri's companions. A Twitter client composed, "At long last, somebody is advising Meri what she really wants to hear as opposed to empowering her reasons. These companions are the genuine MVPs." Another fan remarked, "Meri's companions are precisely very thing she wants, individuals who care to the point of tell the truth, in any event, when it's awkward." Empowering responsibility. Another essential second happened when Meri shared her dissatisfactions about being barred from family occasions and choices. While her companions felt for her sensations of dismissal, they additionally provoked her to think about how her own way of behaving could have added to the distance among her and different spouses. One companion delicately called attention to, "Meri, have you at any point contacted them? Once in a while, you must be the one to express the desire for peace, regardless of whether it feels unjustifiable." This comment reverberated profoundly with fans, who have long felt that Meri's inclination to confine herself and spotlight on her complaints has just broadened the hole among her and the remainder of the family. Fans' response. Watchers have been predominantly steady of Meri's companions and their straightforward methodology. Many accept that this genuine affection is precisely the exact thing Meri needs to break liberated from the examples that have kept her inclination stuck and unfulfilled. One Reddit client shared, "I've been trusting that somebody will surrender Meri this wake call for quite a long time. Her companions obviously care about her, and it shows by the way they're willing to come clean with her, in any event, when it's hard." Another analyst added, "Meri's companions are doing what Kody and different spouses never could, helping her see that she has the ability to completely change her. It's motivating to watch." Meri's excursion toward freedom. On account of the impact of her companions, Meri has started to move toward recovering her freedom and reclassifying her healthy identity. She has been more dynamic via virtual entertainment, sharing helpful messages and updates about her undertakings, including her dearest informal lodging, Lizzie's Legacy Hotel. While Meri actually faces analysis from fans who feel she hasn't completely taken responsibility for her part in the family's issues, there is a developing feeling of trust that her companion's genuineness will help her forge ahead with a way of development and mindfulness. Why fans praise the companions. The commendation for Meri's companions reduces to their capacity to offset sympathy with responsibility. They give a place of refuge to Meri to vent her disappointments, while likewise provoking her to take responsibility for life and decisions. In our current reality where Meri has frequently been encircled by empowering agents or pundits, this reasonable methodology has been a unique advantage. One fan summarized it flawlessly. Meri's companions are the sort of individuals everybody needs in their day-to-day existence, strong yet not reluctant to call you out while you're keeping yourself down. What's next for Meri? With the backing of her companions, Meri gives off an impression of being near the very edge of another part. Whether she decides to remain associated with the earthy-colored family or completely embrace an existence of freedom, fans are confident that this freshly discovered genuineness and responsibility will prompt positive change. For the present, Meri's process stays a work underway, however with companions like hers in her corner, what's in store looks more splendid than it has in years. Fans will without a doubt be observing intently, rooting for her as she explores the following period of her life.